Welcome to my YouTube channel, Stack 2 Strategy. Today I am going to talk about my journey from being a full stack .NET developer to a product manager in a span of a few months. Ever found yourself deep in code at 2 a.m. thinking, why are we even building this? Or wondering, who decides what features go into this product and why? That was me a few years ago. I was writing thousands of lines of code, but I started getting more curious about the why, not just the how. Today, I am a senior product manager, leading strategies, building roadmaps, and working with AI, cloud, and SaaS products used across the globe. So if you're a developer dreaming of breaking into product management, this video is for you. Back when I was a software developer, I loved coding and solving problems. However, even more than the implementation of the logic for code, I enjoyed interacting with stakeholders to collect requirements for the applications I built and laying out the user-centered design specifications. So over time, I started asking questions that weren't exactly developer questions. Questions such as, why are we building this feature now? Is this what the users actually need? How does this align with business goals? As I started asking those questions, it hit me. This is what product managers do. That was my light bulb moment. I realized this was the role I was meant for, and maybe you've had such a moment too. Have you ever questioned the purpose behind the product you're building? As a developer, have you ever found yourself thinking beyond the code, wondering why a feature matters to users or how it fits into the bigger picture? What did you do next? Let me know in the comments. Curiosity was step one. Step two was doing something about it. I started paying more attention in the business meetings. Focused, just listening. I asked our BA and PM a lot of questions and tried to understand what customers really needed, how prioritization worked, and what success meant beyond clean code. Then I began contributing ideas, not as a coder, but as someone who understood both the technical side and what users might love. And slowly, I started owning parts of the product. That's when the switch started happening. Here's a question I get a lot. Do you need an MBA to become a product manager? Honest answer. No. But in my case, I eventually did pursue one. Not to get into PM, but to sharpen my strategy and leadership skills once I was already on the path. But I'll say this. You don't need a fancy degree to start thinking like a product manager. There isn't really a prescribed path to becoming a product manager. Mindset shift is the first thing you need to start with to become a product manager. What this means is start thinking beyond just the how to solve aspect of the problem. A product manager must have a good understanding of what and why aspects of the problem. What is the problem? Why is it a problem? Who is impacted by the problem? Transitioning wasn't easy. I had to unlearn some things too. As a developer, I was rewarded for precision and efficiency. As a product manager, the game was different. I had to listen more than talk. I had to communicate clearly to non-technical stakeholders. I had to say no without sounding negative. I had to think business first, tech second, to change career paths or become an expert at anything. You need to constantly learn. Additionally, to be a great PM, you must be very passionate about products. I read books, took online courses, watched tons of product interviews, and yes, I messed up along the way. But I learned. What's the one skill you think is stopping you from becoming a product manager today? Communication? Business acumen? User empathy? Drop it in the comments. and I'll reply with tips on how to get better. Here's the secret. You don't need permission to start thinking like a product manager. Start where you are. Start by asking better questions. Start by understanding the users, not just the requirements. Start by owning the outcome, not just the output. So, to all my fellow developers who want to transition into product, be curious. Understand the bigger picture. Collaborate. Don't wait to be invited. Join product discussions. Communicate. Learn to explain things simply to non-technical people. Build trust. Own small wins and show that you can think beyond code. And remember, great PMs aren't born, they evolve. I evolved from developer to product lead, and you can too. If you're on this path, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world product management insights. And tell me in the comments, what's the biggest thing holding you back from making this leap? Let's build this journey together.